Oh, the phone's ringing. Oh, there you go. Limo Talk. It's me, Pat Walsh. Who's this?
Jim Hughes.
Hello, Mr. Hughes.
How
Mr.
are you,
Hughes.
sir? How are you?
So, folks, I don't know if you remember this gentleman. This is a long time ago. We were one of our first guests at WGBB, correct?
Yes, I was on several times on GBB. Yeah.
That's right. We used to refer him. I can't call him that anymore. My wife says it's
You
politically
call
correct.
me what you wish.
I call him Blind Jim Hughes. That's what we
He
call him.
just said call him what you wish.
So it's Blind Jim. This is Blind Jim.
There you go. That's how I sir.
And he goes by it and he enjoys it.
That's big blind for you, okay?
Sorry, Big Blind. I apologize. So, Big Blind, you guys kicked our ass in Beeper softball about 5 years ago, right?
It was a good fun game. You guys did well, as I recall.
We had a really good time. I don't know if we did all right.
But we really did have a good time.
But we did have a great time.
So you're thinking of playing again? You want to get a game going?
Only if you play. You told me you're not doing much. Even if you got to manage that day and we hang out in the morning, yes.
Listen, I come out of retirement to kick your butt. You understand? I will.
I love it, Jim. Good for you.
I'll get the icing out. I'll get ready to go. I'll do whatever I need to.
All right. So you know what?
See how Gross motivates people?
I know.
You see how he motivates people to want to just beat him?
He brings out the worst in everyone.
Like running the first, one of us is going down.
Yeah. And I know it's going to be me. Yeah.
When can we do the blind softball?
Yeah.
I'm sure we can get something probably like a Saturday in June or something like that. If I don't know. Or mid-July. I got to look at their schedule, but they're usually available any Saturday.
The sooner we get a date, I can secure a field.
Okay.
Maybe we'll do it over at the Howard softball field again.
That's where we were last time.
Yeah, that
right?
seemed to work out well.
Are you still talking to what's his name that runs that team? What's that guy's name?
Oh yeah, we just spoke tonight. That was I knew I was going to speak to you. So we'll I'll get it. I'll make it happen. We just have to get some ideas and dates. And do we want to do a fundraiser? What do we want to do? We just have fun.
I'm pretty good at fundraising. What did we do last time? Did we fundraise last time?
I don't remember what I did yesterday. Oh, it was at the Met game. I try to forget.
I don't remember, actually.
You're a big Met fan, right, Jim?
Oh, gosh, yeah. It's listless ball. It's awful. I can't watch it anymore. It's terrible.
You're the general manager. What do you do right now?
Oh, God, that's a good question.
Thanks.
Get rid of the dead weight. You got to get rid of Vogelback. Guillorme, I hate him.
Got a great beard, though.
I would get rid of Canna, and I'd bring up the boys.
Yeah,
Why not
Canna's
bring
gotta
up Vientos and Mauricio? And listen, we're losing without them, right?
Breaking
We might
it
as well
down.
try something different. And you cut some of this old weight. The salaries of the young kids don't really hurt you, so why not?
I would bring Mauricio.
I'm
I don't. Why hasn't he brought Mauricio up? I don't understand that.
I get rid of Guillorme and have him as your backup second baseman. Or put McNeil in the outfield sometimes and let the kid play. He's freaking hitting bombs left and right. He's a switch hitter. You can have him DH. Vogel douche. He can't run. So let's
Jim Hughes.
Vogel douche.
Punch in the face. I love it. Slap him around.
Jim, I've got a couple of my listeners on Facebook right now. We do a 10 at 10, and every single person that's done a 10 at 10, besides Justin McDonald, was a female. So I have Greg DiFilippo in Tampa asking me to ask you the 10 at 10 questions tonight. Blind Jim.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Jim, you want to do the 10 at 10 tonight? You can be my guest.
I don't know what this 10 to 10. I'll have to see what
Well,
it is.
Just say no.
NA if necessary.
Just say no.
I'm nominating you.
Are you really doing this?
Yeah, we're really going to do this. I'm going to make you the official only version of the 10. I'll preface the sexual question early.
How about you don't do them?
How about
that?
No.
How about there's plenty of other things we could ask him besides that?
Hold on. You're both talking at the same time. What
Sorry.
were you saying, Jim? I apologize.
I say I'm a teacher in the community. I will not reveal any dark secrets or anything of that nature.
You are so full of shit. I know
Good for
you
you,
very
Jim.
well.
Good
You don't
for you.
care about nothing. It's all about gung-ho, let's go, limo talk, and let's...
Why don't we have a little decorum?
But now you have an audience. So, when we were talking to 3 people, that's one thing. But now
Shut up, Jim. The ratings are up. It took me a very long time to get there,
2,000 people.
Now at least I got people listening every once in a while, Can I have attention students? Could Jim Hughes please come down to the principal's office?
Exactly.
Attention students, please find Jim Hughes and someone please guide him to the principal's office. We need to speak now. Come on, Jim. I won't give you a sexual question, I promise.
All right, guys.
All right, good evening. This is Jim Hughes, a respected Florida Farmingdale teacher. Florida.
I might be in Florida before you know it.
Oh boy!
Did you hear about Mr. Hughes?
He suddenly
in the Farmingdale Observer.
suddenly-
He's heading to Florida.
He suddenly took off in 24 hours. He just got in the car and left. All right, Jim. Here's question number one. Who is your favorite comedian?
Besides Anthony Graziadei, I would say Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor.
Excellent choice.
Excellent choice.
Excellent
Now,
choice.
do you want to ask why?
Yes, I do. Well, I know why. Because you drove the
right.
bus as a blind child in his movie.
That is true.
What was the name of the movie?
Bustin' Loose.
Bustin' Loose. That's right.
So he was right. Tell everybody.
You've seen
a lot of people haven't heard this story. Please, but this is what the beauty of 10 at 10. I could have Jim on for another half an hour.
Yep.
Go ahead,
Look at
Jim.
that. At least-
Tell my audience the story of you as a blind bus driver.
Yeah, so I was in a film with Richard Pryor and Cecily Tyson. They typecast me, right? They said the blind orphan, so I was that's what I was in the movie, and I stole the bus and drove and crashed it. It was my 15 minutes. It was a lot of fun. I just got a check for $50. Well, $28. The government got their cut for residuals just last week. $28.
$28
time.
of residuals from Bustin' Loose. What year was that movie, Jim?
You're gonna need it for the plane
so
ticket.
It's not bad. I'm still getting paid.
Wow, that's not bad. You're getting something.
I'll take it.
You just got a
Passive income.
$28 check from doing a movie from 1985.
81. Yeah.
81.
How much would you, if you don't mind saying, how much do you think over the whole, whatever it is now, 40 years, 30 years?
How much do I think? I'm probably
40 years.
40 years.
I would say, it's probably 100, 200. So it's probably, I'd say about $5,000 in residuals. It's gone. The checks used to be bigger.
Wow.
So I'd say about $5,000. And when I did it as a kid, I probably made about 10 to 15. So probably when all said and done, 20 to 25. So wasn't bad work for 11-year-old.
No, not at all. That's excellent.
That's
a lot of money.
I didn't know you made that much. That is so great.
That's a lot of money.
That is so great.
$5,000.
Who's the genius that typecasts a blind orphan? As a blind orphan in the movie, he drives the bus and he crashes.
Drives the bus.
Who was the producer? Is that Mel Brooks?
I think it was Jose Feliciano.
From the Yankees?
All right. Question number 2. What's your favorite genre of music, Jim?
I'll go off the grid and I'll say, I like my folk music every once in a while, like an FUV kind of mellow. I love the classic rock, the typical stuff. But I'll go off the grid tonight and say I like some like Alison Krauss. I like some, mix that in with some old school Van Morrison. So I would say a little folk to folk rock.
Nice.
Do you have any hobbies?
I mean, playing sports, beeper ball was one of my favorite hobbies, playing that. But now, since I'm not playing as much, raising kids has been my hobby for the last 15, 18 years. I would say hobby. As I get older, I'm like, Jesus, I got to get a hobby. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. But besides read and watch sports. So right now I don't have a hobby besides reading and watching sports, I would say.
What is your favorite sport?
And I walk like crazy. What's that?
Question number 4. What is your favorite
Walks all over the
sport?
place.
Oh God, baseball I would say baseball is my number one, but huge Jet fan, and and I'm all in on the Knicks. I'm watching every game, so I'm all in. So
let's go Knicks.
And hockey, I'm an Islander guy. I got to admit, it sounds like you guys are mostly Rangers, but I'm an Islander fan.
Yeah, that's gotta suck.
Yeah, it's not great.
Jim, this is where the show takes a little bit of a risque turn.
Oh,
so now,
geez.
time out.
Please don't.
Should I ask him the question?
No, I'm
Should it
giving.
come from a female?
Yes, you probably
No.
should. No, all right, wait, Jim. You could just say it's a risque question. You could say, okay, I'll take it, or I pass.
Go for it,
Can I-
Jim.
can I-
Wait, go ahead. Pat Walsh has something to say.
Jim, just open up the classifieds for job search while you're at it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, do this
No,
at the
Andy's
same
gonna pay
time.
My salary.
He's a well qualified teacher in Farmingdale. Do you know
Oh.
who this you're talking to? This is blind Jim Hughes, the gentleman.
Yes,
that
we
was your
played
window.
ball. We played
introduced her
ball
to
against
him.
you. You kicked our asses.
Correct. I already
Yes.
repeated that.
All right, so listen, these are sexual questions, and coming from Graz is not going to sound right. So I'm going to ask you the sexual
One question.
questions. Is that okay?
All right, I may pass, but we'll see. Go
All
ahead.
right. I answered them last week, so
Give him something.
which
just,
one is
just, There's
I'm supposed to
Yes.
read this chicken scratch?
Really?
Really?
It's crossed up.
It's hieroglyphics. Hold on a second. He wrote in calligraphy. When you have sex, do you keep your socks on or socks off?
Wow, my socks on, or I'm studying for the priesthood, so I don't know about such things.
Oh, okay. So you masturbate a lot.
Oh, no.
Check, please.
Check, please.
All right, you see?
What are
You happy
doing?
now?
No, yeah, you're right.
Are you
All
happy
right, all
now?
right, I'm sorry.
Are you
All right.
happy
I
now?
came in late.
All right, I apologize.
Right.
Yeah.
Jim, you don't have to answer that question. We're gonna take a pass on the sexual questions.
Oh,
We're gonna go
geez.
to. Well, I can't even ask. Number
Only the
6.
women gets asked.
I can't.
sexual
Yeah, that's
questions.
right. Do you want me to ask? Do you like men, women, or both? To Jim or to Sarah Martin? For me, Sarah Martin.
She's a better candidate
Yeah, well,
for
she'll be
such
calling
line
in.
of questioning.
She said she tried calling.
Yeah,
she
I'm
couldn't
not-
get
I'm not
through.
that
I don't know.
All right. What is your goal in 2023?
My goal is to make a decision whether or not I'm retiring in 24.
Decision made.
Ah, good for you. Maybe
That's
tonight
my
has
biggest
helped with
goal.
that decision.
Yeah, this show might help it along.
Did you make and have you broken your New Year's resolution yet?
No, because the only one I made was I kept it small, 10 weeks, because I knew that was manageable. So 10 weeks, 100,000 steps a week. I did it, moved on with my life. So that was all I
100,000
did.
steps a week.
All right.
Last question, Jim, for the 10 at
All
10.
right, rock and roll.
Here we go. You have a final dinner you're allowed to eat, and you have the choice of 2 people to sit with you, whether they're alive or dead. Who do you want to sit with, and why?
Ooh, that's a damn good question.
Thank you.
I'm going to go with Elvis Presley,
Ooh.
because he's a badass. And
See?
I'm going to go history, and I'm going to go Abraham Lincoln.
Wow.
Wow.
See, I went with
Yeah.
Elvis.
Last week,
See? Well
Teresa
thought out answers.
last week Teresa had Elvis Presley and Frank Sinatra.
All right, that's not bad either. That's a lot more drinking. So,
So, can you tell me why Abraham Lincoln and Elvis Presley?
well, Lincoln, I just think the crossroads of our nation. Right, everything goes back to the Civil War. Some of it's coming back again. Right, and then Elvis Presley, I would think just he saw so much. It was awesome. The King. And hanging out with him in Vegas, I'll leave it at that. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Mm.
So why not bring Frank Sinatra in the Rat Pack at that point?
That'd
I
be
like
a great
Frank
dinner.
Sinatra too.
The Rat Pack.
Hey, have you been going to Mr. Beery's and hanging out every once in a while?
I haven't been there in a long time, but I haven't been invited either. So that I haven't heard from Mr. Graz and a cold beer in a while.
Yeah, you're right.
So-
Well, listen, you came across my docket this week, and I wanted to call you. I'm trying to bring my old timers back. I'm waiting on a
right.
phone call from Charlie Myers.
Sarah.
I'm waiting on blind Jim Hughes, who called me tonight. Sarah Martin's going to call in. I'm trying to rekindle some of the past stuff and bring new listeners to our old pals. You know what I'm saying?
I like it. Keep me in the loop. I like what you guys are doing. Sounds great. And I got to go put the kid to bed. So
Can you do me one favor and wish Sarah good luck on her trip?
I will. Heading to Ireland, man. I have to stay calm for the family. Everybody's panicking. I think it's awesome.
How long is she going for?
Like 5 weeks.
Well,
For
wish
a
do me a favor.
semester abroad.
Yeah, semester abroad.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Jim, can you do me a
Will
favor?
do.
Can you wish her a happy time and say hello to your wife and say hello to
Will
Joseph
do, my
and
man.
everything?
Do the same for your crew and Melissa, and we'll be in touch.
Thanks, Jim. I love you. Stay well, all right?
Ciao.
Thanks, Jim.
Take
All
care.
right, guys. Bye, T. Bye, Bobby. Bye, Rich. Talk to you later.
Take care, Jim. Thank
Right.
you.
I love that guy. Jim Hughes is
Jim
he's one of the
Hughes.
most fascinating
One of my
people.
favorite people. He is probably the most inspiring person
Yeah.
I know in my life.
Now, here's the thing that
He inspires me
that
a
I
lot.
didn't know that it's a
Did you hear how many steps he's doing?
No.
That's 14. That's like an average of almost 15,000 steps a day.
Wow.
He is out walking all the time in our neighborhood, all the time with his
Nice.
dog.
and there's also
All
an
the time.
unwritten rule about taking his class.
Yep.
From what I heard, it's been going on for years, and this is for the new listeners. That if you take Mr.
He
Hughes'
teaches
class,
history, by the way.
he
at Farmingdale
teaches
High
history in
School.
Farmingdale High School. He's blind. if you want to take advantage and cheat or do anything that has to do in this class,
You
the
get your
oth-
butt kicked.
you get your butt kicked and you get ratted out. You
Students
get kicked
don't
out of
take that.
Students don't take that. If you
Nope.
take Mr. Hughes' class,
Yeah.
you study for his class
Respect.
and you treat him with respect, which I never knew was an unwritten rule.
It is.
Did you know that?
I had no idea.
That's fascinating to me.
It is.
That if you want to take his class, and I've heard somebody got caught cheating years ago, got him kicked out. The kids wanted him out. The kids wanted him
Yeah.
out more than the teacher.
Right.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. He's got a lot of support over there.